So this is a full walkthrough solve with the beginner method. So starting with the white center, I'm going to try and make a white line. I can move this one and this one together like that. And then I want to make another white bar. So I'm going to put this on the side and I can attach these two and this one, and then attach this one over to here and move it all up to here. Now with this on the side again, here I can attach these and this one. And so that's there, and I can also attach this one. And then now putting it up to the top again. And lastly, I can make this one with this, and then take this one, attach it. And this last piece over here, if it's a piece over here, I have to make sure that the piece doesn't break up the white center, which it didn't. But if it did like this, I could just move it down, move it away, and move this back up. And then put this all together for the white center. Next is the yellow center on the other side. I have part of a bar here, so I will attach this one and then move it up to the top by moving it up, turn twice, and back down. All right, then this one makes part of this bar, and I can add this piece over here and move it up. So I'll move this up like this, and then turn twice and move back down. Then these two can join with this corner and this one. Move it up, so I want these lined up on the same side. Move it up, turn twice, move it down. This one goes with this. And then here, again, have a solved one right on top of it. Move it up, turn twice, move it down. Next, put white on the left so I know what the color scheme is going to be. And I'm going to do blue first, but you could do any of these colors. So this line, join with this one, and then move it vertical. I can take this corner and put it here, but they're all in the same face right now, so I can move it out of the face, turn it, and move it back in. Then join this here as well. Next, these two, again, I want them to be next to each other, but they're on the same face, so move one out, turn it, and move this back in. And let's see, I can add this piece over here. And next, it's a little tricky what to do next, but here I noticed that if I want this piece over here, then I can just turn this and see if that's the right piece, and this actually is the right piece. So I'll just have to move it out, but in a way that doesn't break this bar. So I can move this bar vertical, move it out, and now this piece and this bar can go together. And then move it all here to the blue center. And lastly, these two don't belong together, so I can move one out, make sure I put the blue center back later. So get this out of the layer and move it back. Then I can put these two together by moving it down like this. Again, I broke the blue center, so turn and move this back up. Then I want to add a corner. So I can add this corner on the left as it's not breaking anything. That one's easy. And then this one, I can just add it, turn, and move this back up. Then now I have the full blue center, and I want to move on to orange up here next. So here, I'm trying to make this bar, and this one right here, I can add it like this. And then I just need to fix blue, so move this vertical and fix blue. Next, this is a full bar already. That's pretty lucky. So I'm going to move that one over here, and that can be done by moving this one, aligning it both on the right, moving this one in, turning it twice, moving it the center back. All right, this one can go here. So it's in the same face. I'll move it out, change its position, and move it back. And now I want this piece here, which is this one. So I'll move this one down, turn, and move this back up. And then now I can move this one in, turn twice, and move back up. Now here, this is a little trickier, so I'll just show how to insert one piece at a time. So I'll start with this piece. This one can be done by moving it down, and then moving it to a new layer, this layer down as well, back to the old layer, up, back to the new layer, up. And now this piece as well, so match it on the bottom left. Move it down, new layer, down, old layer, back up, new layer, back up. All right, next is green here. So again, I can use that technique as much as I want here, but I'll start by just making some bars if possible. So this can go here. And then I can put this one in here by moving it down, turn twice, and move it back up. And then let's see, I might as well move this portion of a bar into here. So that means I want to line it up with something else that's also kind of solved, and then move it down, turn twice, move back up. Now there's only 3 pieces left to go, and I'll use that technique for it. So I'll start with this one, move down into a new layer, down as well, and then back, up, and then back to the new layer and up. 2 more pieces. I can do this one and do here. So move just that layer down into a new layer, down as well, and then back to the old layer, up, back to the new layer, up. And last one, down, new layer, down, old layer, up, new layer, up. That's all the centers. Next, the beginner way for making edges. So I can see that my yellow-green here has part of it done. So I'll find another yellow-green and get them across from each other. This is on top, this is on bottom, that's good. I'll move them together, replace it, move it up, replace it with an unsolved edge and come back down. Fix all the centers and continue. So yellow-green here, and my other yellow-green is here. So move it here, and then again, they're already top and bottom, so I can move it like that. Replace with an unsolved edge, come back down, and then fix the centers. And I'll do this over and over, so this is going to take a while. White and orange, here I put them together and notice that that is flipped, so I will flip either one of these using the flipping algorithm. And then now I can attach it together, move it up, replace, come back down, fix the centers. My other white-orange is over here, so I'll get them across from each other, and now they're correctly set up together, replace, solve centers. All right, now 2 yellow blues, so yellow blue will be easy. Here I can actually put multiple pieces together if I want to. So here, this is yellow on the right, this one is yellow on the left, so that's wrong. This one's yellow on the right, so that's good. As you can see, this one's wrong because if I try to put it in, it ends up like that. So I can flip this one. So now, if possible, you can actually put multiple pieces together at once. So I can add this piece in, and I can also add that piece in, all at the same time. And now I can replace with any unsolved edge and just fix all of the centers. All right, now continuing, blue-orange looks easy. Here's another one. So I will flip one of them because they're both on the bottom. Put them together, replace with any unsolved edge, and then fix the centers. Now the other blue-orange is here now, so I will get them across from each other and now put them together, replace with an unsolved edge, so I can move this one here so it doesn't get pushed out of the way, and then fix the centers. Okay, I saw white-blue. I can put these together, replace, go back. Another white-blue is here, so get them across from each other. They're both on the bottom right now, so I'll flip one of them. Put them together, move it up, replace with the unsolved, and fix the centers. My last white-blue is here. Oops. So get them across from each other. There's a space filled already, so I will flip either one of them. Now put them all together, and then replace with an unsolved, and go back. So I have this one and this one. If they're across the cube like that, that's fine. I can just do 2 turns to put them together, replace, and undo those turns. Next, these, so white, red here, and I have 2 on the bottom here, so that's not good. I'll flip one of them, put them together, replace with any unsolved, fix the centers, white, red, put this one here, and then replace with an unsolved, fix the centers, and I'll do a few more before I get to the last few. So this is green, red. I'll test this, and they do go together, so I will put them together, replace with an unsolved, fix the centers. Here's my last green, red. So not good, flip, put them together. No unsolved on the top, so I'll flip it upside down and check. There's more unsolved here. And fix the centers. So blue, red, and blue, red here. So I can flip either one of these because these are not going to go together properly. So flip, put them together, replace with unsolved, and fix it. Then more blue, red here. So this and this, I'll flip one of them, put them together, replace with an unsolved, I'll replace with this one. Fix the centers, blue, red, put them together, and replace, and fix the centers, orange, green. These go together well like this. Nothing unsolved on top, check the bottom. There's more, so replace with this one. Fix the centers. my green orange is here and here, so not good. Flip. Put them together. Check the top, all solved. Check the bottom, there's more, so I can replace with this one. And put the centers back. Next, white green's easiest. There's the other white green. So put them together and check the top. They're all solved. Check the other side. Here it is. Replace. Okay, so once you're on your last few edges, here I got to last 2. Sometimes it's a little hard, even if you get to last 3 or 4, you won't find edges on top or bottom that are unsolved. And now we'll have to do the other type of making edges, which is going to be slice, flip, slice. So in this case, I'll try to solve a white and orange. So I noticed that there's a white and orange right here, which means that they're on the same side, which is good, because that's what I want. And then I'm gonna say this one needs to go here. So I bring this spot over, flip this edge, and go back. Now I've solved that yellow-orange. Now I need to solve this one. And as you can see, now this is also good because this is on top and this is also on top. You want it in a way that you can't directly solve it with one move like that. So now that they're both on top, if they weren't, I would just flip either one of them. And then now I can move this one into here by moving this spot over. So move that spot over to here, flip this one, and then go back. Now I've solved every edge, but this doesn't always happen. Half the time I will get one edge flipped, and I've shown how to do this in the tutorial video. Next, I continue solving it like a 3x3, for example, by making the white cross, and then doing the first 2 layers. Whoops. So now I have an edge flipped, so I'll go through the algorithm for this, which is the triple layer version. X means turn to face the bottom. U2s can go in either direction. Now I'm on R prime. L goes down. R prime, R, R prime, R prime. Okay, now I can just continue as usual. So I'm doing OLL and PLL, and here I didn't get PLL parity, so that is just solved. But remember, if you get anything impossible afterwards, then you have to use the PLL parity algorithm, which is this. Now, I didn't get anything impossible after that flipped edge, but if you do get something that shouldn't normally happen, then you do this algorithm once, and that is like this. R2, triple layer R2, I mean, F2, U2, triple layer R2, R2, U2, F2, triple layer R2. That just swaps 2 edges, and then you continue on with whatever step you are on now. If you're wondering what cube I'm using, this is the YJ MGC 6x6. It is only $25, and it is the best 6x6 on the market as of making this video. Also, be sure to check out the end screen if you want to get faster at 6x6, because as you could tell, edge pairing was horribly slow, and there is a faster way called free slice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.